He wakes each morning to the scent of competition. A purpose is laid upon him. He measures his worth by the benchmark of another. A score is laid against him. She looks at her reflection unsatisfied. It's not what she holds in her mind. For what she should be, that standard to reach, that unattainable she's looking to find. I would tell her she's one of a kind, as everyone else is too. She'd tell me she's tired, a weight on her mind, the weight that the world put her through. She'd tell me he's not present enough in her life, drowned by his own occupation. He'd say he's just grinding away through hardship and strife, and his vacancy is just his frustration. His drive is handed to him in a book, not built from somewhere within. His morals are shown to him on a page, blame him for another man's sin. I believe I'm here by a natural maze. He believes he's here by God's plan. He feels a victim in a Lord's simulation. I think, therefore, I am. Outside, the weather beats down on city dwellers. Bullets of water shatter on the covered cranium of workmen, on the hooded heads of ladies, on the wonky caps of children. Inside, the men of money sit, smoking a mix of tobacco and imperiousness. Through a light haze, a banker summons a waiter with the mere movement of an eye. Outside, the world ticks on. Pallets loaded, bricks laid, the sound of clanging metal, the smell of fuel consumption. Inside, the suited sip their high-priced beverages. The waiters earn their money, and the regulars sit in the corner, making conversation in the alcohol fog. They say the crime rate's falling, and yes, the numbers, they are true, but the numbers mean nothing for the people that go through all the things the upper class never read in the papers, somewhere a man cries, just statistics they make us. He yells, be vigilant whoever you are, whether you're a teacher, a nurse, failed rap star, you're a black cab driver, bus driver maybe, or you sell door to door like the Avon lady. He's from Brixton, not Stratford, there's a dagger before him, and he's thinking about his father who's held daggers before him. They could be warring in Westminster and painting a red bridge, or ironically in East out near Daggers and Redbridge. And for what? Why not? There's no space for talent to prosper, lest they buy into the dream they'll play for Palace or Hotspur. And for what? Why not? There's no sense of belonging, so they aim to send a youth back to the ends he belongs in. He says the gov won't help, there's no money in youth centres. He says can't afford a hobby because of the tax bill they send us. They never clock the crisis, or where they'll never be, until the soil gets full, in Nunhead Cemetery. What sort of creatures lie beneath, man-eating shark or plankton thief? What tales has this water seen, where storms are born and people have been? What vessels have been kept afloat, cruise liner ships or fishing boat? And why are so many folk afraid of a nutrient pool where fish are made? What treacherous crimes have been committed, daggers in hand, fierce teeth gritted, by pirates and bandits and all kinds of thief, some eaten by creatures that lie beneath? Cut through land, green and brown, tunnels, pounds, lock up, lock down. Still homes built to travel afloat, livelihoods based in a narrow boat. A pace of life so slow, serene, but to so many towns this house has been, to so many cities, fields or marinas, nothing but silt and water between us. Way back when, a rail predecessor, no pistons, no chuff, no coal or compressor, just a lone noble horse pulling along, bathed in sunlight and maybe swan song. An economy run at just walking pace, community, helping hand, smiling face, once a scene of toil, hard work and grind, now a great source of leisure for all to unwind. I'm sick of hearing people blame each other's extremism, like they have some moral high ground, like their worldview has gone and risen. I'm tired of hearing online accounts claiming to be open-minded, then blocking each other when their brains get vexed and winded. It's good to be left a bit, but not to yearn for communism. It's good to be right sometimes without disguising fascism. It's good to be middle of the road, but the nation hates centrist guys because they fail to make bold decisions while they claim to be noble and wise. And the payments they receive for sitting round and chatting, and the layout of the room like their posh schoolboy spatting, the way they communicate like a Dickensian novel leave the country in shambles and the way they grovel. Who even knows what policies they may back? The Tories fell apart so much they're wanting for May back. Blue-ribboned losers drive off home in their Maybach, captaining slow change like the Beebs got Maybach. One day they may wake up and sit at a round table, give a toast to each other like a Last Supper fable, sing from the same hymn sheet like a choir does, see beyond their bureaucracy and Nature's fuel trickles and drains, drips and flows on roofs and panes, gets in your hair and gets in your shoes, kills drought in the summer and makes late winter blues, gives life to the flowers but life to weeds too, leaks into tents whatever you do, convenes in puddles, potholes and dips, runs out of gutters on your naked drips, disrupts heavy traffic with motorway spray, dampens your picnic and ruins your day, but runs into fields, vitalises the crops, so it's giving you life from carrot to hops. For some it is lovely, an ambient mood, crackling fire, warm tea brewed, put their feet up, nothing planned anyway, they don't mind that it's raining today. He's nothing special, just souls in a moment in time. He's nothing grand, not the spawn of something divine. He has to graft like his brothers, push the blood, sweat and tears, but there's nothing to spare him, there's no God that he fears. And he dwells in his home of bricks and mortar, in that East London block where he lives with his daughter, and he drinks in that bar of oak and ale, so he can't pay the bills piling up from the mail. And he won't go to church, he never did as a kid. Why would he when he hasn't a sin to rid? Never stolen or harmed, never cast off the blame, saved children of neighbours when their house was in flame. But still unfulfilled he sits in his chair, glancing up at the stars or a plane that's there, and he thinks of all in the world that's left to right, and he shakes his head from left to right. No genius, no magic, no act, no routine. He's no God. He's as normal a man's ever been.